Yo guys, hello, Coach Gabe in here. So it's just kind of a sus video from Coach xBladeMojo. He's a $30 per hour coach that also notably is the hashtag one hackerim, and it's an expert on all roles. We mainly see kassadin videos in here, but that's not a concern. Someone still could be, expert in many roles, even though they are mainly focusing on one champion on their YouTube channel. But the weird thing is that the thumbnail is already sus. Like, what the fuck is this clickbait title as well? Stop losing to Tristana with kassadin. I ordered Stomping Maxing Guy Season 14 free matchup, Magi, Rabadon, whatever. But this type of videos remind me of Detroit Urban Survival Training Exposed. Like, look at this. Like, you're gonna get killed, not in real life, but in game, because you're watching guides like this. Then you're gonna get killed again, then you're gonna get shot in your balls, and you see? And again, one more.
They try to back up, wait.
Same logic applies. He pulls, and the same thing applies to this video. So let's watch this video together to let's see what's it on about. Let's click on his video. Let's start it from the beginning. Quality. Let's max out the quality for y'all. That's it. It's whatever quality wise.
Guys, it's xBladeMojo, and today I'm gonna show you how to play against the Tristana, which is a pretty hard.
It does run first strike, cashback, biscuits, cosmic drive, second wind, overgrowth. Now there aren't many useful runes that you can get into Tristana, but the thing is with first strike and cashback is useless forever. Cosmic gives some cooldown on your flash TP, second wind, overgrowth helps a little bit. But the issue with this matchup is that you kinda don't wanna pick kassadin overall into Tristana, especially you don't wanna, like, it's already bad from the draft, but you don't wanna like blind pick this champion obviously, because it's dog shit for many reasons. Tristana got buffed. In the past, kassadin also got toned down, arguably. So draft-wise, pick-wise, it's already bad. If you can, by the way, switch lanes with top lane, perhaps. It's better if you get a more favorable matchup on top lane, and obviously you're gonna be more exposed to ganks. But I just say that on mid lane you're gonna have a harder times against some matchups, but very
matchup for most.
Kind of hard to like.
So stay with me, and you're not gonna regret to actually figure out how to deal with these people.
Okay.
We can't approach yet because we need to make sure we know.
But why is this basic attack even allowed? Like, why is Tristana allowing a single basic attack to happen to kassadin instead of stepping up and zoning? Like, legit, Tristana wasn't even walking up properly in between last hits to zone kassadin away from that one last hit. Like, the only way kassadin CS is level 1 into Hope Tristana if he uses a Q or E. Perhaps. But perhaps because you could W start on Tristana.
Approach yet because we need to make sure we know what spell she starts first to even.
Okay, but in here, but you said you cannot approach her, but you're trying to last hit a minion with your E, right? You place the point in your E, but now she has a W opening the Tristana. She can W you. She can legit W you. And the issue is he didn't even catch this minion with his E. Now, it's whatever, sometimes it may miss. But like, the main problem is that he could get W all in, but Tristana E started just right now for some random reason.
Normally you'd wanna take Q.
Just E
We
started.
still don't know, so I'm pretty careful.
And watch, as I said, now this is gonna be still a decent poke trade from Tristana.
Gonna approach. Okay, she started T.
She dealt a decent amount of damage, but
we
it
didn't
could
lose a
be
single
better.
minion yet, which is okay.
Because like, it's ideally like you wanna actually make your Q, because like at least like the AoE by chance of her E, if she basically last hits a minion, it gets somewhat deflected when you're CSing, because it has slightly more range than your E as well, your Q, and it has a shorter amount of cooldown basically. So you don't really wanna E start, honestly.
The matchup is purely focused on the sustain.
I mean,
Since you can't really do much
you mean on
at the early
CSing?
game, so just stay efficient with your resources, and
Okay,
then we
that's
can
fair.
see what can we do. The guy will just typically hit you 24/7, trying to get as much as possible from you.
Okay, good basics from Tristana.
So that's completely natural. If you want there.
Usually Tristana also didn't ward upwards. Like in here, Tristana also had like an opening to ward upwards to spot the Wukong, but that's whatever, she could ban ward from level 1, but that's whatever.
Okay. I went biscuits this time to get a little bit of more sustain actually, The good people, they will stop pushing sometimes and they will try to pull you. Luckily it's Tristana, so it's not that bad. So just keep...
But I feel like so much is allowed. Like, why is Tristana afraid? If she has Halo Blades and E, like, why is she allowing so easily Kassadin to get that? You feel me? Because, like, even though, like, Kassadin has QE, AP ratio-wise, those got nerfed. And from the other hand, they don't deal lots of damage. They don't, and obviously, like, these don't have, like, again, like, you cannot go that low with Tristana to the point where you get ganked by Wukong, because you easily escape with your W. Like, even if Kassadin somewhat trades back with his EQ, like, I'm not sure what Tristana again afraid of, that he's not stepping up.
Pushing
Because,
sometimes.
like, in here, like, Senna is bot lane, like, she can barely gank, Wukong can barely gank. And he can also reset his W with her E. Like, why is
And
she...
they will try to
Why is she perma on the defensive side?
pull
You feel
you.
me? Because that's basically the Detroit. This is basically the type of Detroit.
Luckily it's Tristana, so it's not that...
Like, she could also, by the way, literally jump here, and get her EQW off. If she worded this, the rap it, then it's even more consistent. But usually junglers will not even bother, by the way, to gank a Tristana into Kassadin. But she could also ward for consistency, jump in here with W, get her EQ off, and because she has Q and Halo Blades, she can get actually enough amount of basic attacks off to get E value. Like, this Tristana perma wants to hit your W, but you don't have to hit your W into Kassadin, you can just all in.
bad. So just keep it up and let's see what we can do. The guy doesn't have Ignite, that's really important info.
Even now she can jump in, why is she not jumping in? Use your... But when is she gonna W? But when is she gonna W?
I used to work at a bar where the head of security was the Detroit Urban Survival Training.
Guys.
Detroit Urban Survival Training.
Yeah. Of course we're gonna talk about that. What is up?
But she can kinda jump whenever at you, so one mistake and you lose.
But you did already so many. But she doesn't jump, man. She doesn't jump, she don't, like, she gets sudden impact proc as well. Like, she don't even have to hit her W, that's the thing. Oh, especially when Kassadin is on cooldowns, because sometimes even his base abilities were on good.
You just can't make mistakes on the laning to deal with the Tristana, basically. You see, even when I walk up like this, I get to auto attack straight it on myself. Ward here because they are duo Q, so even higher chance they will dive you. I might pop the potion soon just
Yeah, I mean, but they don't have to be duo to dive, because, like, obviously, like I
to
said,
make sure
it's
I'm
so
okay.
shit easy to dive.
Make sure you're in the XP range too.
Like, why do they have to be specifically, like, duo, though?
I do one more Q point, and I will use potion now, since it's Tristana matchup and I don't want to risk my death, basically. So normally I would greed the potion, but not against the champion that jumps like a monkey on everyone, right? So that's...
Also, like, my other question is, how come Tristana never roams? If she can't dive, and pre 5 minutes, she can't even get plates, why does she never invade either? Cause, like, realistically, like, it's like, what the fuck, man? Cause, like, my problem is that Tristana is perma pushing into barely scratching the tower, into not diving, into not roaming, like...
That's why I'm really careful, more than
Okay,
usual.
Skarner does arrive. Does connect it. Tristana
And they
jumps in, but
still
she
go.
doesn't use his Ri. Or do we not see her Reef because of the tower? Not
for
sure.
me.
Is the E on? I don't see the Tristana Z. Oh, it's on, but it's not very visually clear.
It's 1-for-1 though. And I get double? Almost, holy moly. Maybe I could have done something better, but that's okay. I got blasted like a monkey on everyone, right? So that's why I'm really careful, more than usual.
So like Skarner went in
And
with
they
his Q,
still
with
go
his
for
ult.
me.
But in here, all Skarner had to do is just at this point walk outwards and flash.
It's 1-for-1.
Because, like, the thing is, like, basically, like, what, like, Like, look at this, guys. Like, if he walked upwards, because likely Renekton also warded, because recently they killed the with Wukong they killed the Cho'Gath. We know that Wukong is not even some random how on the bot side of the map. Like, basically he could have walked towards his direction after this all-in, and like, what the fuck?
And they still go for me.
It's like in here, like if this guy just gets out this way and doesn't walks into Kassadin, then basically Tristana waits until basically like her W resets again because her E procced, and then he kills Kassadin. Like, what? Like, in here they didn't play the dive well. It wasn't like because he played it well, he just didn't play the dive
But
well.
not against the champion that jumps like a monkey on everyone, right? So that's why
But in
I'm
here Tristana didn't even
pretty
time her
careful,
W well. Like,
more
look,
than usual.
in here she could ban already W. In here she could ban already W, but she's hesitating. Like, look, almost half a second passed. Like, she, by the way, she, not only that she hesitated on her W, she walked way too deep. She walked way too deep until she Ws, which is kinda random as well. So in here, he walks upwards, flashes outwards, maybe. Tristana basically resets her W, either gets out, gets in, whatever she wants to do. But basically, like, it's just no way. Like, they
And they
misplayed
still
this
go
live.
for me.
It wasn't even the case scenario where, like, what? Like what?
It's 1-for-1 though.
Also, in here, Tristana could ban W because she resetted her W. And then she doesn't even take that much tower shot, so she can smoothly get the next wave without getting killed by Wukong. Like, what? Like, Tristana resetted her W. So in here, not only that Kassadin would lose CS for a 1-for-1, but also, like what? Tristana gets to shove? Like, what?
And I get double? Almost, holy
Won't
moly.
probably gonna
Maybe
pick
I
it up.
could have done something better, but that's okay. I got blasting went first base and I TP, but I lost the wave. But as I told you,
The
they
wave
know how
also
to play,
pushes
yeah?
back,
They
which
should
is
have
kind of a
abused me.
bummer.
So I'm glad I used the potion. It's not that bad, but I still lost a little bit. Can't really push this wave. It's gonna be really hard time for me right now, because the next wave is gonna bounce into the opponents. It's a Bear Grylls survival. Like I'm saying every video, it's a Bear Grylls survival, guys. Now we have to fix this wave. Doesn't matter what, or we're gonna have a problem.
Finally, Tristana jumps in. But now it's a bit like, but this is the problem. Like, she chose the worst case scenario when she can jump in when she had 1,000 opportunities. Cause legit in here, look how gigantic his minion wave is. Level advantage, has a blasting one. It's like, what the fuck? Like, this is not okay. Like, when he has the level, he has the blast, he has the key. Like, what?
Right clicking on her since she was fighting in a huge wave. I had to.
But like, the whole video is about Tristana.
But she crashed it, so it's okay. So it's not that bad. I don't know why, but she has Vampiric Scepter, so she has the sustain defense.
She goes Borg, sustain.
So we have to be really careful.
Sustain defense.
Can we make some pressure? She got no flash, maybe?
He rotates downwards.
Running there. But he's dead, hopefully.
Rotates downwards. Nothing.
I'm not joining this. I have to catch mid-wave. Alright, they both
joining,
know
that's
summoners. Tristana is rotating on my Wukong, but luckily she can't kill him. It's not that bad. If we get to 6, that's all I need to play the game
Yeah,
better.
at 6 like it becomes a bit more
I'll
ideal,
most likely
but
go that Road of Ages just to bulk myself up and scale. I went a more scaling setup this game too. Getting 6 after 1
I
minion.
feel like it's not
and I'm
necessarily the best idea to get first Icon Kassadin. It's just the champion already takes way too much time to scale. Topping it off with first light.
Fine afterwards to play the video game.
Idea, no?
with this Bear Grylls survival xBladeMojo content. Alright, that's perfect. I can make it hit like this, so it's pushing into me more. For coaching, guys, simple advertisement on the screen, not much to say. You can just DM me on the Discord. And gotta receive the wave. We'll see what we can do next. Next purchase, we need to get the tier. Blasting went just to have a bit of better response and wave clear, basically.
But couldn't he just get in the base a tier and the Damn Tome, honestly? It's like with that blasting one, she's not gonna out in the Tristana anyways. If he wants to lock himself into just mainly scaling wouldn't the mana also like scale up faster? Where he said he wants to go Rot, he doesn't go Archangel.
Just let it be. Let it go. I knew something is gonna be wrong here.
And by the way, like just as a bonus, it's best if you assess, like you're gonna be perma pushed into your tower against AD champs. Like best if you assess honestly, so Tristana doesn't get like some roams off potentially. Just like a little bit of a thing you can do. But
If we could push, that would be cool. But you can't use your Rift Talk, because if you use your Rift Talk, you might get cheesed. So that's something we don't do. He can jump from Raptor speed on me
that's
as
fair.
well. I should be more aware. True. This ward could be a little bit better. But I can check it. But I will recall.
kind of woman.
I have a
honestly.
pretty okay recall if I make it in time.
Doesn't have TP, but he can use his own.
I'm gonna stay.
Stays,
Because I
Tristana
wanna
pushes,
receive more
take
gold
Vikas.
basically. And if I just recall now, she will have a full prio over me. Probably
I mean, she can kind of get full prio anyways. That's what I'm thinking of. Like,
she would want to recall too, but I like to do efficient sneaky
or like
recall.
maybe he means full prio in the sense that she also pushes the wave. He loses the wave as well. Then she roams. But prio is just prio. Like maybe he has his own terms of saying like full prio. Probably in the sense that he loses CS and she also roams.
Calls right, but sometimes it just doesn't end up too good,
Probably.
so I will just stay a little bit longer basically.
So one thing is kind of bothering me, that Tristana perma pushes. There are some people that are balls deep in lane like Cho'Gath. You know, Renekton also has to stun, fair amount of damage. I'm just like all the time thinking, how come Tristana never roams? Like never does. Like she got a plate recently, she got grabs, you know, which is something, but again,
I wanna
like if
show you how to
Kassadin
trade
gonna go
with the
D-Shield, if
Tristana,
Kassadin gonna go Piss
but
Hits,
it's not that
you're gonna
simple.
play Permo on the safer side. I'm thinking like,
Since
how
you
come
need
she never roams with Hope? Like that's the point of Halo Blades, to snowball the game, you feel
Few
me?
factors to deal with that guy. I see Senna, but
Senna
we
roams
couldn't
for
do
no
much
reason.
anyway.
She would normally ping off
So
because
now I
they're
just
wasting
press
their
B.
time, but it's
No
whatever.
catalyst tier.
Okay.
I will stay one more longer. I will make her think I recalled, and then I stay, and then I receive the wave. I receive it to be more greedy, then I recall with her along. One Rift Hook to get more damage on the Rift Hook. Woke up. He recalls, so we just do this now. We just shake hand with her, yeah. That's how you handshake. That's a handshake concept. Both players recall at the same time to ensure the efficiency. If you overstay, you
But the thing is, like, Kassadin had 0 mana. Like, there's no way he could stay, and he had no TP as well. Like, there are also, like, the objectives are very far. I'm just thinking, like, if Tristana was slightly smarter, couldn't she just realize that Kassadin, like, what? It's just, like, Tristana could legit cancel her B, while knowing
one
that,
Rift Hook to get
like, what?
To
Like,
get
look in here, she's had space
more
to
damage on
cancel
the
her
Rift
B,
Hook.
what?
Woke up.
Yours?
He recalls, so
Look,
You just
he's
do
yeah,
that.
like what? Like 0 mana. Like what? TP is still on long cooldown, no objectives. Roam angles are weak right now. Perhaps top lane perma pushes, but like what? And I feel like what? Like she literally could what? Because like in here, like what? Like in here she could actually stay. Like what? Huh?
this now.
Does she not have TP from
Just
the last
shake
int where... I don't think so
Hand
she
with
TP.
her, yeah.
Did she TP? I don't think so she TP.
That's how you handshake. That's a handshake concept. Both
Because like, what? Because like Kassadin had barely mana. Like, she can't even harm Tristana. Like, what? I was like legit thinking like that those blades would be easily gone, honestly. It's kind of weird that she then started to
Players
cancel a
recall at the
recall. Maybe get a trade into Kassadin if he feels like.
same time to ensure the efficiency. If you overstay, you lose. That's how to put it simple. Way basically.
Forks? After so many nerfs, that's kind of weird, no?
I will go like
That's a bad. What? No. That's a bad idea. Like you don't want to go Storks. Because like your champion already needs to get that rod, needs to get that Archangel. You don't want to delay your rod spike by so much because Storks got overly nerfed. And it's kind of like you get Storks, but then what? You feel me?
this.
Like the issue is that if you go rod, like most likely you want to rush it. That's the thing. So instead of like, yeah, I just weird honestly. This is just weird.
And I just wanna move a little bit faster, so I'm curious how that will go. Could do Ionian shoes too for more mobility, but I just don't feel like I want Ruby. I want to move better. We will see how the sorcerer.
Because the thing is, like, he gets perma pushed on. Like, he's faster with Sorks, but he doesn't get to all in Tristana. Because, like, Sorks is also overly nerfed. So it's like, roaming-wise, it's not useful because you're perma... Like, what? Like, if some skirmishes by
Rush
chance,
would
some
go.
random how happened, but, like, what? It's hard to, like...
We got tier, that's the most important. Can Rift walk once to get more damage for the Rift.
I mean, guess Tristana wastes her EQ. She gonna trigger the tower, she gonna eat a tower shot, then kassadin gonna trade into him or what. As I thought, she doesn't bother to
Okay.
space kassadin, so like what?
We got decent amount of DPS basically.
Like yeah, I mean... Because I feel like this was again like just a mechanical error on Tristana's
Damage
side.
for the Rift.
Like look, in here she gives up her EQ. Doesn't bother to space well enough actually the kassadin's thing. And then the main problem is that she's not only not spacing kassadin's, you know, basically like his R, but also giving her an AoE to get the wave at the same time so kassadin can shortly like clear the wave, so it's even less so taxing if she, in case she wants to like somehow roam, so he could potentially follow it up, depends. But I feel like Tristana's positioning was kind of bad. Like after this, like at this point she wasn't respecting the boots.
The
Basically
Rift.
when she got the E in, like in here she should manage space back honestly, like what? Well, okay, I'm not gonna complain about every single one trade because you know trades may be lost, maybe won, depends. It really depends, you know, but
Okay. We got decent amount of DPS basically.
but you know, not gonna complain about everything.
The more movement speed helps us reposition
It's
better
just
too.
really like a micro mistake. It's not really that big of a deal, you know.
I feel like I'm pretending to her. I'm actually scary when I move so quick. She doesn't see me. No, it's okay.
Tristana backed off, that's good.
She doesn't play too crazy good, to be honest, even though she's 80% win rate. She might be going somewhere.
So
I'm
bot
going there.
lane,
No point. We
he
give it.
roams.
She was first, so. No, we just push. We gotta push it. The sooner the better. Really, the sooner the better.
Okay,
We are
pushing is
kassadin,
fair.
so it's normal that you can't always rotate in time for certain objective. I wish I had a demolish actually. With Rod of Ages, demolish isn't bad. Just hit the plates here.
Yeah, that's the thing, like borderline now where you get to push the tower, so it's like
Biscuit's kinda useless.
I would say like it wouldn't be useless if Tristana actually played the game honestly. But Tristana is just resident sleepering.
Refresh.
Plus like I don't know when was this video made, 2 days ago. Basically 2 days ago they went sealed Bork or Kraken. But like these days I think smarter Tristanas, they would legit get probably Yuntal into IE or something, I
The
swear.
Rift talk once. And we wait now. They type FF, but bro, I mean, yeah. it's
This
okay.
Kraken is still fine, but back in time.
She's free farming me. I'm 87 CS in this matchup. That's not cool for her.
But by the way, where is the stomping part though? Real question, like stop losing to Tristana with kassadin Yordle stomping. But where is the Yordle stomping part? Because one time he got a kill on Tristana in 10 minutes into the game. And like bad video, why bad video, question mark. Is Roa Rush any non-Borg ADC good of the most? Yeah, it's kind of weird to rush Rot into Borg, but you know, it's whatever. Because I guess it got nerfed a bit. Thanks for the upload, Coach. Nerf Kassadin API, and a great example of the matchup. Are these bots? I'm not sure, but
That's
I,
okay.
I don't want to
Like-
watch the rest of the video because we can already see that the whole thing is just Kappa Chungus. Now that's it for now, guys. And remember, don't leave don't leave any type of negative comments because I don't want to really cause unnecessary
Yo guys, it's Coach xBladeMojo. And
unnecessary basically like hate, or what is it called, like witch chasing, how the fuck is the word called, witch hunting, I think, because like I think some things don't seem to be already very legit, which is the 2000 plus clients, because as I counted on his Discord, it does have like 50 plus reviews on his student whatever thing. Then basically it says that he does have 300 plus votes on 417 posts right now. And basically, even if you add all of those things together, you're still not gonna get, even if you go to his meta file, right? You know, he's also like, what the hell, what the fuck is it, meta file, GG, whatever. If you add all of those numbers together, like it has to be proven, like he may have, I don't know, he may have 2000 plus students, but it's not proven that he does have to, like even if you add all of the numbers together, in the sense that if it's proven, it's not proven that he has 2000 plus clients. And by the way, people are still using this type of cringe advertisements, 2000 plus satisfied clients. So how are they satisfied? Are they sexually satisfied? And that like what kind of client? But my point is that 107 followers, one following. Basically, in here we see some introduction session just with me. Some session. Oh, the fuck! What are these? Guaranteed diamond. Yeah, 2,500. Yo, for 2,500. Holy fuck! Holy. 0 to hero. 400. Now those are some prices, right? Those are some prices. And so like, even so, if I look at it, it does have 107 followers, one following. And I don't even know where do you actually check, you know, basically, where do you actually check the numbers of clients. But basically, like that 2000 sounds kapachangas to me. That sounds very kapachangas to me. It's like basically like one following, 107 followers. So I don't know where the fuck do you even check the reviews, by the way, if there are any reviews for this site. But it doesn't seem like there is actually, it doesn't seem like there is actually like any real proof of those 2000. It's not even 2000, it's 2000 plus clients. So if he does have actually some type of proof, it would be great if he showed us in the comment section, because otherwise I think there is just a lots of, like, again, like one time I think he specified, but only like 10 minutes into the video, that this Tristana might not be the best. But he also didn't specifically explain the things where he did a mistake and Tristana could punish it. Tristana could 1,000 times punish it, in fact, but that never was pointed out, that maybe you should not be this greedy, or this is a little bit of an in-play what I did, you feel me? So it's like again, it also says all roles expert, but you know, we only mainly see mid lane, Mazhar, Kassadin videos. Now someone still could be arguably, it's kind of weird to say expert, you know, because I don't label myself to be an expert with all the roles. I would say arguably I could like teach people to a good extent, because I did reach master of most of the roles and I can prove it as well, you know. But it's like I wouldn't say I'm an expert, because like to say expert with all of the roles, it means that you know every role so insanely well. And I could say I'm very good on top lane, I'm insanely good on top lane. I could label myself to be an expert, but I could not label myself to be an expert on other lanes. I could coach other lanes, but I could not, like 1%. You have to be in 1% of the human beings on this planet to be a good coach, and then you have to be 1% of those good coaches to label yourself all roles expert, which mainly applies to very few coaches, like for example Veigar V2. Now he can validly call himself, because he does have proof of it as well, that he is actually an expert with all 5 of their lanes. He does have a pro team, like, but that again, like not someone that's barely scratching the surface of the internet can call themselves even so that way. Because like again, like transparency wise, like we don't actually get too much transparency on his YouTube channel, at least like we don't get proof of his multi-role knowledge, which I did actually. For example, me myself, I did actually post bunch of like coachings. I wouldn't even say I'm an expert, but in the past when I used to post more coaching content, they were actually like multi-role coachings of different roles of this and that. Now I mainly like post some memes, I post some guides, I post some this and that, depends what the fuck I want to post, but I'm not capping so much as an example. So I think that's it for now. So far, Coach xBladeMojo doesn't seem to be a legit league coach for me, as it seems like. Now, it may be a bad impression, but I really doubt it that you should spend, I don't know, like, is it like $30, the 1 hour price, and there are some extreme prices beside that. Obviously, there are some extra hours to it, but yeah, I mean, I wouldn't necessarily pay for this. I just really got a bad impression, but maybe if he can explain himself, he can explain his excuse his actions. I'm not sure how should I even label it, how should I name it, but that's it for now, guys. Have a nice day, y'all.